So I've got no problem spawning wolves, but I have a problem with spawning dogs, and I need to test the theory of if that still happens if you plant enough of one type of tree. Because if it does, they have not fixed that mechanic, or they're potentially not aware of that mechanic happening. But if I do that, I'm gonna have to like pick somewhere really obscure, like down here or something like that, really far away from everything. Otherwise, otherwise everybody's just gonna have a problem with fucking moving around. It'd be one of those things where I'll have to wait. It'd be one of those things where I have to wait till like almost nobody is on the server to do it safely. Because once you've like planted so many, especially when you come back to harvest it, obviously it really like fucking puts the game under pressure. Apparently, I've got my bicycles here. Yeah, I've got that. I've got my cotton. All right. I'm over encumbered, but that's fine. I'd rather have my bicycle back in there. I don't know where I got the clay soil from. I didn't have. Oh, I might have bapped the ground when I was trying to hit things. That would have happened. Quite possibly what happened. There's a zombie down there. I might just cap him too if I can hit him from here. Because that'll give me a little bit of extra XP. I'm not currently crafting something, I don't think. Man, that was fucking dramatic. I don't know if you guys saw like the little like flippy somersault thing he did. Come on. Are you dead? Yeah? Nice. Alright, back to trees. All the fucking trees. I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to the nest exploding. And I don't mind it. But I'm sort of frustrated that they do disappear because, like, will they respawn? Like, the forest regrows and stuff like that eventually in some areas. In some areas it doesn't. But, yeah, sometimes you'll get nests and stuff spawn in. And when that happens, it's not too bad. It's kind of like... The only downside to it is when they spawn in, you get a lot of vultures in your area. Let's get you gone. That was a sneak bonus. That's not dead. Come on. There we go. Like I said, you guys can't see it, but the XP bar is behind my bud. So when I get XP for stuff, you guys can't see it, but it's totally happening, I promise. I sort of... Oh shit, I almost got rid of that. I sort of wish I could display it and like get my person to sit in a spot that would be better. But I'm having a lot of trouble on some games with fitting her places. Alright, well this is a bit of a problem. I'm not wasting lead, because lead is hard to come by, but cloth is not. But cloth I need for repairing my armor and stuff. I shouldn't get lead that much, but just in case I do, it's not a bad thing. We'll see how I go. I've got like 3,600 fucking wood. Back of coffee. I've been trying to sleep all day, and he was working the house today. I finished neighbors using a chainsaw. What's it? To cut down trees at the point. I feel like you stay up 8 p.m. Fell asleep. Man. Grim, I had a day like that. Like, not noisy like that, but I had a day where I just couldn't fall asleep. And I was awake late into the afternoon. I was getting really concerned because I'm like, I don't want to have another day where I'm not falling asleep until like the late afternoon, but it happened. I was actually quite wide awake for most of the day, and when I did eventually fall asleep, like I think I actually slept quite well, all things considering, because I didn't wake up super tired, even though I didn't get a lot of sleep. So that's kind of good. I still got a couple of energy drinks and had like made myself the nice mocha coffee and stuff. But yeah, I was really, really worried that I was going to be flat tired tonight, and I'm like, I don't want to miss out on PUBG tomorrow night because I missed out on it last week. If I can actually do PUBG tomorrow night, this will be my first 5-day week I've been trying to do for 2 weeks now. So yeah, kind of want to get that rolling. But yeah, I definitely like usually I spend a lot of time post stream doing like editing and all sorts of other stuff. And she needs some water. Yeah, I spend a lot of time like working on other things in the background after stream and like talking to fans and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I end up like working until like 6, 8 in the morning or something like that. Yeah, so I also play PUBG. A few of the people that like what do you call it, like Nick's in the game at the moment, right? And Grim, who's talking in chat, I think they've played it. I know Nick has, but I play it solo. And I just can't always do. Eventually, I'll be looking at doing like some community days and stuff like that, where I cycle through potentially. I think it's going to be like my priority members can do squads and duos for like a day or a weekend or something like that, or a few hours or something like that. So we can also team up and play and stuff. But yeah, it'll be like an exclusive type thing, honestly, when that happens. I'm so used to playing solo. I'll probably be absolutely fucking trash when I do it. Because I'll forget that I'm in a group, and I will forget that other people are in groups. So when I shoot one person, I'll be forgetting that there's 3 others and be like, oh fuck. So yeah, that'll be very interesting when that happens. But I also play RimWorld consistently as well. So RimWorld, 7 Days to Die, and PUBG are my 3 main games that I cycle between during the week. I have Wednesday as my random games or art streams. So I have like a few random games that I kind of cycle between and trying to progress on, and or I draw, which is quite funny because I'm using a free art program and a mouse to draw things like my emotes and stuff. So yeah, it can be kind of interesting to watch. I'm quite a slow artist, so when it comes down to it, I generally actually have more time to chat while I'm like drawing just one picture, because a whole picture may take me more than a day. I'm not like one of those people that can just pump out 4 fucking magnificent art pieces in a 4-hour stream or something, you know, or like a 5-10 hour stream or something like that. Oh yeah, RimWorld is so fucking good. If you're interested in it, I'd definitely suggest checking out next week on Tuesday, because I stream RimWorld on Tuesdays. If you're interested, I've got a colony that's got about 120 odd people and like 300 plus animals, and we're trying to stabilize the food situation to try to look at moving the base in the next couple of months. So I'm just working on trying to get up food production and stuff like that, which is, I finally got into a position Tuesday this week where I finally kind of like fixed up the shit that was going wrong with that. So yeah, they should start making food now. But I have very, very elaborate base designs at the moment. My base is actually designed to be housing more than what I have, which I don't hate. Like, it'll be better for like another base down the track, but it'll be fine. Is it also? Oh yeah, Grim's always trying to make me a fucking cannibal colonist on RimWorld. I don't know if it will happen, Grim. Look, I've got 3 cannibals, right? And it makes me upset that they make everybody else upset when they decide to nibble on a corpse, okay? So, like, I've got cannibals, but I don't do any of the quests that are like, oh, we want human leather or human jerky and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, that's definitely not going to happen. How did I get that? I wasn't holding that before. Oh, it's raining. Let's put the light on. The funny thing with 7 days is it kind of like the brightness shifts now. So if you're inside of a building and you go really deep inside to somewhere that's like a basement or doesn't have windows, it gets super, super fucking dark. So you can't like see anything. What's that? There's nothing wrong with having toes with jam or human jerky. I told you, Grim, toes come pre-jammed. You don't need to be adding jam to toes. Like, you know, if you're gonna have your toe, what are they like? I was gonna say, like, you know how you get like finger sticks type things, like fish fingers and like whatever. Like you get that with toes. Oh man. Like I said the other day, the funniest thing is eventually I'll have some shit set up in like fucking OnlyFans with like my character, and there will be some feet content there eventually of her. So yeah, my avatar and stuff. But every time you like talk about like feet and stuff, it just reminds me that will happen. So I might as well mention it. I'm right next to a tree. I got in a looting mindset for just a hot second there, and I'm like, oh, I need a different weapon than this. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm mining trees. So how am I? As soon as I've mined this one, I'll have a look at how I'm going for stuff. I could definitely build some more blocks. Generally speaking, when you build a base, I'm not building one from scratch this time. I'm going to wait till the Alpha 21's full release, not experimental, before I build a base. But the place I've got should not theoretically take more than 500 to 1,000 blocks to really like get set up. What else have I got in here? She's got good food. She's a little hungry, actually. I'll feed her. Halfway with the coffee soonish. Yeah, no, go for it. When you're fully awake, Grim, and you feel comfortable jumping in, that's fine. Flanky said he might be on later. Maybe, but I don't think... if he's not on by now, I don't think he'll be on, because I think he wakes up at like 4 a.m. So since it's like 10 now, if he's not on by now, I wouldn't expect to see him. I got too much wood. Alright, let's get rid of the feather. Fucking hell. Of course you picked it right up. Leave that alone. Let's get that. I need to have at least a second stack of wood. I want 2 stacks of wood to be able to upgrade these blocks. That's what I'm working at. And you could do it for drink. I brought a lot more drink than I need. I really kind of overestimated that, and I would like to get some clay. I'd rather mine clay while I'm mining something else. Like, where am I? Actually pretty good far out. If there's... Where am I from the bottom corner? Oh, that goes fucking ages. Okay. Come on, where the fuck is shit? Hold on. Oh, there we go. I was going to do mining like over here somewhere, which might actually not be a bad idea because this isn't that far from the wall. So there'll be radiation over here somewhere. So when I do mining, I'll probably set up shop over there. I was going to say, oh, I could probably do some mining over here while I'm here, but this keeps kind of going. Remember that my home is actually like pretty central to everything. Oh, feather. Alright, where am I going now? Yeah, alright. Yeah, keep heading up that way. I'm also trying to pick up as many eggs as possible because I'll need them for recipes later. That'll definitely help. I especially want to be able to make... I'm not going to make, like, fucking 6 stacks of 20 fucking cheesecakes again. I'm just going to see about having a stack of 20 at any given time. Just so when we've got to do bartering and stuff like that, you can slam down a cheesecake, and if we end up getting those those awesome sauce drinks or whatever to help out, they'll be fine. I sort of wish I had more space, because if I did, I could harvest cotton plants properly to get a bit more cotton. So I used all the cotton we had for cotton seeds, and I know that you need actually cotton for, I think it's the double beds. Yeah, king-size beds. And they need like 40 each. And I'm definitely going to make one. But I'll fucking always make one. So, yeah, probably that. At least 40. So maybe I can boot some of these. Oh, yeah, I get 2. You know how you get sore eyes because of lack of sleep? You wash your face and your eyes are red. It's not good. No. Well, the other thing too is if your eyes are really quite sensitive, and you flush them out with water, like just tap water, it can sometimes really irritate them. I sometimes, when my eyes get a bit dry, because when I play games, especially games like this, I don't blink as much as I'm supposed to. And it's just because I'm constantly looking at everything on the screen all the time, right? So I'm not like just naturally, passively just going through the blinking cycle. And I'll end up with one of my eyes ends up a little bit bloodshot, like really, really, really sore. Just because, I don't know, maybe it doesn't like self-lubricate as well as my other eye. I don't know. It's probably a bit too like blah for you guys, but yeah, I don't know. I get that a fair bit. One of them always does it worse than the other. And usually what I'll try to do is I'll run a bit of warm water at some point. I'll make sure to like actually like wash my hands with like some antibacterial soap or something like that. And then I'll try to just get some just warm water and rub it from my hand, kind of like just gently in and around like the eye socket kind of thing, like not actually in where like, you know, the eyeball is, but like the outside skin stuff, and just see if I can get like a tiny bit in like where the tear duct is or something as I'm like moving around, just to kind of like gently get some water in there, just a tiny like drop of moisture here and there, and just do it a couple of times over. And I find that like at first it like you could feel the change immediately, but then after a little while it ends up just being so soothing, like as if I've just had like a quick little snooze with that eye, and just feels so much better. But I do find that like it does help if you use like warm water and just really gently add it in. Where's that? That could be near me, and it could be near Nick. Nick's over here. There, yeah, it's closer to Nick. Alright, let's get you marked up. So we got the other drop that was over here, but we still haven't got, to my knowledge, the one that's up here. We need to check if that one's there or not. Because if it's not, I want to remove that spot. Yeah, that's actually almost a halfway between us. Not bad. There's also not a lot of trees over here. There's a lot more up there.
Hey.
Hey. There you are.
Yep. Finally here. Late to the party as always.
That's alright. Like I said, you guys don't actually have to... If you're going to join the game, like, you don't have to be here right when I start streaming. You also don't have to be here the entire duration if you're tired or something, you know?
Oh, wow. I've been up to one game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually do that sometimes when I'm trying to open up 7 days. I'll sometimes open up RimWorld or Warzone.
Yep, I just started loading up Warzone.
Yeah. I do it a fair bit, actually, and I'll be, like, really, really frustrated about it because I'm like, this is taking, like... You know the meme? This will take, like, 52 years or something like this?
Yeah.
Or this little maneuver will take 52 years. That's exactly what I think of every single time I accidentally open up the wrong game, and I'm just sitting there like, fuck.
Yep.
God, there's fucking nothing over here. There was so many trees back over that way earlier. Where am I going for this? I've still got room. I got room to harvest. I want to try to get a stack of 2 6,000s. If I can.
Trying to
What was that?
remember where we was up to.
Well, it was just Blood Moon when you got off, and we just brought back and put all of our stuff away. And we'd been doing a whole bunch of quests, so you may potentially have a quest to hand in.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. That's probably where your person's up to from memory. Oh, there's nitrate here.
I can never remember.
Yeah, no, because we were questing together, it made it a lot easier for me to remember where you were up to. If Flanky was going to be on tonight, I was going to run around with him and kill zombies, because the way he fucking levels is just beyond it. Like, it took me a whole fucking game to catch up to his levels. And he did that all in one night, and we'd had like 3 days. 3-4 days.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like,
Yeah.
he just focuses on murdering the zombies. That's it.
Oh, that was a
Maybe
good
a bit
shot.
of looting, but like, doesn't do like focusing on making the base like we do.
Well, he does after he gets a few levels and a bit of tools and stuff like that. And he doesn't hoard supplies like we do.
Yeah.
Plus, also,
We are
usually,
elite goblins for sure.
well, that and the fact that we also always have a town center area. So there's always a safe haven place to put anything he finds and somewhere to put his bedroll and something like that, you know? So it kind of, especially since like he can't get on and play as frequently as everybody else, it does help that he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
One thing we are going to need is we are going to need clay, but I don't want to mine it too close to the base. I want it to be like, I want to do the mining way out. Which direction is this? Hold up. A bit more that way. Nope, that's south. East, maybe? Yeah, really, really far east. Like way past Trader Hugh and the school and stuff like that. So like out past where we've kind of explored there. I want to do like a mine over that way so that it's not too close to the city that it affects everybody's like frame rates and shit. Because that seems to be like off to the side of the map, but that's something I want to focus on getting soon is clay.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing too. I do want to set up a mine, but I want to make
I didn't
sure
need to reload after one
something that
bullet.
we can go for, like maybe iron.
Yeah, see, usually in the beginning, what do we need? We normally need like nitrate and clay to get some shit made, and then we need clay with iron to make like nails and other important shit. And also to smelt down as well. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be smelted into that furnace.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of trees up here. I'm just going to go this way.
Eventually we'll get around to that.
Yeah, 2 shots should get that done before reloading. I don't need to reload this thing at all, but I don't want to get caught.
To get the forge up and going because since it's a community type of thing, I don't see it as a personal thing, so I'm not really that focused into it.
Yeah, no, I know. Plus, we haven't even like secured the town center anyway. It's basically as it is, and it needs to be cut down to actually fit in the actual square of the land claim. But yeah, at the moment, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get enough wood to make walls around my home, and then I'll upgrade whatever I can, and then put down farm plots so that we can actually get at least some food production going. I took half of the farm plots and roughly half of the seeds from everywhere, because if I'm going to plant shit, I'm going to plant stuff. I don't need feathers. But yeah, at the moment I've got a fuck ton of boxes and I made some spikes. I still don't know if that works. Like, I know it kills the zombies, but I don't know if it gives me the XP anymore or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think it does, but if it keeps them from breaking a wall until I can upgrade it to cobblestone or something, it'd be worth it for me.
Yeah.
How many did I make of those anyway?
The wooden ones will break easily, though.
Yeah. I should make some more of them, actually. Hold on.
I did send out an invite.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I keep fucking doing that. Like, you guys log in and I forget. Got 53. I need about 40. Where did my thing go? About 43 is what I'd want. Probably take that up to roughly 100. Give or take shit mass.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep rolling with the missions for a while.
That's fun.
Eventually, I want to go back over to my new base and start working on that.
Yeah, well, I'll be pretty keen to see that, because I haven't seen you do, like, a wood cabin before.
Yeah, it will end up being like a fortress, as always.
No. I'm actually trying not to, emphasis on trying not to make the current little wood cabin into an absolute fucking fortress and a half. Because, like, you know what I'm like? I go too far to make sure that zombies don't have a chance to get inside. So I can literally just fuck around in there for an hour or more without a zombie ever even managing to get inside. And because it's experimental, I just don't want to waste that time on it. I'd rather just have an aesthetically pleasing base and then in the future work on like, you know, once we get the full alpha 21, I'd like to then work on having a proper fortress, like maybe hand built like last time. Like, not the same design as last time, but I'm definitely keen to do something like one of my past bases. Anybody that's new here, it's definitely worth checking out my Instagram for what my previous bases look like. I don't really have a lot of photos on there and stuff like that, so it's not very hard to find them. It doesn't take very long to find them. But I have some serious fucking fortresses in there. Oh, Flanky's joined. I didn't think he was going to be on because it's so late. Hold up. Send him an invite, but if I forget, can somebody remind me to send him an invite again in like a fucking minute? Because I'll forget. Alright, I've already forgotten to feed her. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get you fed. I also took some of the pumpkin bread to feed her. I figured you'd made quite a bit, so that was alright. They're actually pretty good for while you're out here harvesting stuff, honestly. Like, they don't last for a heap of time, but they give you a massive maximum stamina bonus, which is so worth it.
Oh, finally came across a room with a broken pipe spinning out flames.
Oh, yeah. You can catch fire in that.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, though, because you know what would be so cool? Is if the zombies walked through it, caught fire, and turned into burnt zombies. That would just be... That would be taking 7 days up a fucking notch. Like, imagine it's one of the... You know the black shirt guys that used to be the old spider model, right?
Yep.
If it was like that, he would turn into a burnt zombie so efficiently. He's got like the same sort of like look as like the previous one. Also, if Flanky's online, I'll have to see... Where the fuck is he? Because I want to do questing with him. Oh, wow. He's all the way up there.
Yeah.
I wonder what the fuck that place is. Oh, yeah. I found like another... What you call it? Like natural park reserve type thing. Oh, and I'll share where the drop is because you guys are pretty close. You're actually really close to it. Should be the one.
Yep. I will try to get it, but doing a fetch and clear.
No, it's all good. If I share it with you guys and you've got the option to find it as well, then we've all got a chance to get it. What is that? I'm going up there. I'm so heavily invested every time I see any kind of ranger station because I take a lot of inspiration from those places for building tall buildings. I need to get up there. We need to get up there right now. Also, I made sure to turn the volume up on Flanky because I know he was very, very difficult to hear on, was it last Wednesday or something? Take the painkillers, it's fine, the dehydrator. Yeah. Don't worry, I've already modified like... Oh, that's right, I was already here. Alright, less exciting. Okay, well, I might as well run over here. See what I've got. I've got quite a stack of wood. I just cut down trees on the way. Yeah, no, when I was watching the VOD back, I made note of the fact that he was incredibly quiet for everybody, and that was a bit difficult to hear him. So I've hopefully fixed that. I cannot pick that up, but I do want the rotten flesh. We don't need bullet tips right now. Where is it? Nitrate would be great. Rotting flesh.
Oh, there
you could hear him? Cool, because sometimes
Okay, so I can make a tier 4 hunting knife now.
I can make tier 4 stuff.
Nice.
The one that's talking is Grim at the moment, Sword of Hope. Flanky hasn't spoken yet, but